Hello and welcome to another segment of I was about to say let's praise him because that's the radio show that I do every Sunday. Let's praise him. So whenever I put my headphones, I'm thinking, okay, I'm on the radio, but no, we're doing live Tuesday with DrStem. Welcome to part two. We are doing part two of vibration, where you can tell with me starting, like this year with the confusion of where I am, that I am in good vibration. And I don't take that for granted of being in good vibration. I thank God every day again for this opportunity. I thank God every day for being able to do what I do, to have the time to do what I do, to enjoy what I do. And what am I doing? I come to you with any platform that I'm on with encouragement, inspiration, empowerment to just make your days better, your minutes better, your hours better, to be able to appreciate life as it comes, and for you to be able to change what you can change, control what you can control, and allow yourself to let go of what it is that is no longer working or that you cannot control. So in part two, I'm just going to continue to talk about some of the things that you can do in order to raise your vibration. Remember what I said last week, good vibration opens door. When you have a good vibration, you have a good aura, you have good energy. People love to be around you. You're easy to approach. I used to, wonder about that when I used to have a job over 35 years ago or something. I used to wonder when, on my resume or when you're being interviewed, you say, I'm approachable. And I put that in there because it was, something to say. I'm approachable, right? But didn't think about it until as I kept working, I could see the different managers, the different people that, yeah, there's some people that are unapproachable. And what it did was it made work even more difficult. It made it more challenging. It just didn't make it, I didn't have a good feeling when I was going to work, when I had those kind of colleagues or when I had, those kind of managers. But when I change companies or they change management or, new employees come in and you get drawn to the right people, it was easy. It just flowed easily. But what I realized was I needed to change and work on my own energy and vibration so that I can be drawn to those that have good energy. I didn't have to take the bad energy or the bad aura and make it my own, problem. Now that, oh my God, I approached that person and they slept or woke up on the wrong side of the bed. So now, I'm miserable because they were miserable in their, response to me. It was work that I had to work through to say, no, I'm not going to own that. If I come, I'm just going to get the answer that I need. If you have the answer, if you don't have the answer, whether it's through your attitude or not, then I'm going to go to the next person, because at the end of the day, I need to do my job. I need to be able to get the information that I need, in order to do my job. Another thing that I realized that brings bad vibration is, now if I'm talking about a workspace, right? If you go to talk to somebody that has bad energy and they give you this attitude and you don't get your answer, you've got a choice. Because what I learned was when you take that information and you go, let's say I approached, Jack, and Jack gave me this, bad aura vibration and just brushed me off or something, that just wasn't good energy. Then I go to Mary and say, yeah, Jack has got an attitude. And then me and Mary spend at least 30, 40 minutes, an hour talking about Jack's attitude that he has there. Our energies now are also just as bad as Jack's, because then we've spent all this time talking about him and talking about how he responded. And at the end of the day, I don't get to get the answer that I went to Jack for, because now I'm seeking somebody else to align with me that Jack has a bad attitude. So what I learned was once I get that bad attitude, my focus is on getting the resolution to the answer of what I need to do my job, or in order for me to get back to a client, I need that information. If I don't get it from Jack, then I'm not focusing on his energy. I'm going to focus on getting the job done. But what I realized was I needed to also, I enjoyed working with those people that, would come to me and they are not feeling in good space. And then when they talk to me, they said, you know what? For some reason, after I spoke to you, I really felt good. It just was a good feeling to talk to you about this situation, because for some reason earlier in my days, I used to find a way to just help someone look at a situation in a different way and help someone to really shift their mindset, shift the way that they see a situation, see a person. I didn't realize then that I was preparing myself for the work that I would do for the rest of my life, which is coaching, counseling, and doing the trainings that I'm doing right now and the speaking engagements. Because then with that, it helped me really hone on to the work that I really love and enjoy doing. That when I find those right people and they come in and they say, you know what, it was very helpful to just hear you say this and that on your radio show, your TV show, or even, when I heard you speak, or in your book, because I have written over 40 books now. They're all on Amazon, on my website. You'll find my books everywhere. On YouTube as well. I have audiobooks on YouTube that you can listen to for free. Did you know that? Go on YouTube. You'll find those books as well. They're very helpful. So it was through all of that that helped me to get into the work that I do with a good vibration. Is it easy? It's not easy. Nothing is easy. You always have to work at whatever it is that your heart desires. But when you get at it and you know that this is the passion, or this is the calling, and this is the work that you want to do, for life, you do what you do. And you just give it all the energy that you have. So good vibration opens doors, and good vibration, is also that stepping stone to positivity, having good positive attitude, and also reaping the rewards of what it is that you're seeking and what it is that you're working through. And sometimes, which is so interesting, sometimes the bridge that just holding us back from achieving what we want to achieve, at the next level, is our attitude about life, our attitude about, what it is that we're seeking, our attitude about everything that is around us. And many times I've realized that, having a different attitude sometimes will get you different, results. Maybe not what you're seeking for, but results that will lead you to what you're seeking. If that makes sense. Change your attitude, change the results that you get. Change your attitude, change the kind of caliber of people that you attract to you. It's all tied in the same. That is vibration. So we spoke last week about exercise, gratitude. I talked about love. I talked about forgiveness, and I talked about breath work. And this week I wanted to continue. You want to reduce, alcohol intake. If you're one that does alcohol, smoke, whether it's smoking weed or smoking, other drugs, or smoking cigarettes as a way to cope, manage that, monitor that. How often are you drinking? How often are you drugging? How often are you, smoking cigarettes? Because as the stress levels, get higher and higher, and you literally are losing the essence of controlling any part of your life, you find yourself self-soothing, treatment by drinking, drugging, and it's something that many people don't realize, that there's something that is making me drink a little bit more. There's something that is bothering me that is making me, get into myself where I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be bothered by anyone. And many people will start to tell you that you're not yourself. What's going on? You're not yourself. So in addition to that, right, medical treatment and just medical assessment, physical assessment, if you can, to see the doctor, if you're able to, because then as we age, we're also having all these other illnesses that are starting to surface and come up, and they affect, our moods, they affect, how we think, they affect what we do. So it's also, it makes a big difference to be in good health in order to do all these good vibration and good things that I'm talking about. You've got to be in good health. But at the same time, if you're not in good health and you're not well, being in a good mindset, that is a hopeful mindset, also helps with the healing process. It also helps with the medications and the things that you're taking, or the people that you're talking to that are helping you out. It helps with the end results of you achieving that healing, to be in a good, hopeful attitude. Because being in a positive attitude doesn't mean that you're at 100 at all times. It just means you're in a good space, peaceful space, that is a receptive space. The other thing is, reading books and watching movies. I watch movies even if I'm on my phone and I'm sitting out on my patio and I got my phone or my iPad or something, there, and I watch a whole full movie. What I love about today's technology is you can watch a movie on YouTube, a full movie on YouTube. It doesn't matter what kind of movie that you like, you can watch them on, YouTube. I also love to watch people that have all these now talk shows and talking about their lives and sharing, life nuggets. I love watching those kind of things, because then it brings that humanity in me, where I don't have to think that I'm alone in the struggles or in the difficulties or in the challenges. And that's what I like about, watching other people or listening to other people, because then it allows me to be me. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But when you can stand being a person that is imperfect in your ways, but is willing to embrace that, and also embrace, people that have their challenges, then you are human. But that doesn't mean that you don't have boundaries. And boundaries is one thing that I'll talk about a whole other time again. I know I've talked about it before, but boundaries is key. And we got to talk about it, because then many a time we lack those boundaries, or we have boundaries that can be easily shaken. And that's not going to bring good vibration at all. But when you're in good vibration, in a positive space, you're able to stand on your own. And you're able to when somebody has violated those boundaries, and a no is a no, a yes is a yes. All right, let's go to the next one. Surround yourself with beauty. And when I say surround yourself with beauty, it's surrounding yourself with things that just bring you the wow, the things that bring you the peace of mind, the things that just make you be at peace with who you are. Start with yourself. Be at peace with yourself. When you're at peace with yourself, it's easy to spot the things, people, surroundings that don't bring you peace at all. Then go for a walk outside. I know I spoke about, exercise, and mine is a walk. I love going for a walk, especially early in the morning or in the evenings, because that breeze, there's something that breeze does to me. And also the water. I love walking around the water. So go for a walk, even around your yard, but just open the doors and feel a breeze, for a few minutes, a few hours if you can, but not in the heat. In the heat, open up in the mornings, a few cool breeze will come in, and then close it out, have some AC in there, because you don't want to be too much in the heat. There's so much heat right now that's happening. Be sure also that you take an assessment of your relationships. They didn't lie. That you become who you surround yourself with, because it's a ripple effect. If you're surrounding yourself with people that don't bring the best out of you, with people that, you just don't feel good, it's all about energy and vibration. If you're not feeling good about it, and you work on you, and then you try again, and you work on you, and you're still not feeling good about you, then it's not you. It's the environment that you're surrounding yourself with. It's the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Remove yourself and see the differences that happen. Remove yourself and feel the vibration that comes. It's all about vibration, and vibration, good vibration, brings in good and different results. Are you willing to receive different results? Are you willing to have different, situations and people surround you? Then open yourself up to building your vibration, so that it is an approachable, good vibration that everybody can just sense from afar. All right. Have a great week. This again is DrStem. And as I always say, be encouraged.